lucky to have so many Olympic venues still operational and open to the public to enjoy. Chopper 5, though, live over Olympic Park, showing just a few of those venues. Let's head back out there to Mike. He's live on the ground on the path to Pyeongchang.
Yeah, Ashley, it's already pretty easy for most Utahns to get excited about the Olympics, right? Back in 2002, we had the games. You can see the results of that right behind me, and you saw it earlier from Chopper 5. And so many of the athletes live here and they train here as well. But the U.S. Olympic Committee made an announcement today that's going to bring Utahns a little bit closer to the games in South Korea. It's called the Team USA Winterfest.
It's a 13-stop interactive festivals. We'll be crisscrossing the nation. And we'll give people in America who don't go to Korea a chance to sort of experience some of the things that we're doing.
Winterfest will help build excitement in the weeks leading up to the games, but what is most exciting for us is that it'll make a big stop right here in Park City on opening ceremonies weekend. It should be a pretty cool party up here. I, of course, will be in South Korea, but I'm sure you guys will have a fun time as you're here in Utah Park City. Now, as for today's events, one of the great things about being up here is the access we have to so many of these athletes. As I told you, there are 113 of them up here who are vying for a spot to be on that team. Well, as you know, to compete with the best, you got to be the best, and it's not an easy task. And for many of these athletes, they've got pretty compelling stories of how they made it this far. We're going to tell you some of those stories. One of them is about Nathan Crumpton. Now, he was a track and field star at Princeton University, specializing in the triple jump. He peaked at the Ivy League championships, and the plan was to continue on to the Summer Olympic trials. Well, he was sidelined by a nagging injury, and that dream was no more. So he packed up his things, moved to Colorado, and he kind of became a ski bum, picking up both skiing and snowboarding along the way. And then one night, he experienced something that would change his course for the next 7 years.
And that's when I saw skeleton on TV. It was 2010. It was the Vancouver Olympics. And immediately I just thought, this is the coolest sport I've ever seen. Who does this? I didn't even know it existed.
So head first, 80 miles per hour down a sheet of ice. Can you imagine that? Here we are 7 years later. Nathan Crumpton is one of the best in the country. It's skeleton, and hopefully one of the best of the world. We shall see. Tonight on KSL 5 News at 10 o'clock, I go through a day of training with Nathan. It was great to catch up with him and talk about the one point that he nearly decided to call it quits and throw in the towel. What I'll share with you is why he did not. We're glad he didn't. All that again tonight at 10, and I'll be back here in Park City at 6 o'clock. Ashley?
All right. Stay warm up there, Mike. Thank you. Kevin joining